Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Right now I'm where am I? I'm heading outside of Dallas on Interstate 20. I think it's Interstate 20. Going to Shreveport. On my way to Florida. I'll be speaking at a preparedness expo in Lakewood, Florida, or Lakeland. But what I want to talk about is, you know, I've been traveling a lot and on the road, and I noticed in Guatemala, for sure, the roads are the lifeline of the country, and there's few roads, and that's the only way to get around in Guatemala. You know, the mountains are really tough. Okay, and then so as I was coming up here, I was going through Mexico, and I would say probably close to 40% of the way coming up here was on turnpikes, and they have real good control. I notice on the turnpikes they're able to say who comes on the road and who doesn't. And in Mexico they had a lot of military at the toll booths, at the toll roads in Mexico. So that tells me that they've got good control over the roads, over the turnpike. And it's really tough to get around in Mexico without taking a turnpike. It's kind of like here in the States, they run the new highways around the small towns and the interstates and stuff like that. Well, that's what they do in Mexico. And so if you get off the turnpike, well, then you have to go through all the towns, and they have a lot of police and military and roadblocks and stuff like that in town. So then you want to take the highway, the interstate, or the turnpike, and it was expensive. Pretty near $100 I paid just in tolls in Mexico. And one thing I've noticed here in the United States, now so far I've just got into Texas and Oklahoma, and same thing, there seems like to be quite a bit of turnpikes, but for sure it's interstate. That's about the only way to get around is interstate if you're going to try to make any time at all. And these interstates are kind of like a river cutting through a state, and there's only certain places you can cross on these interstates. So you know, I can see how the interstate's going to limit. It's easy to control transportation with the interstates running around, and then when you add tolls to it, it's even worse. I thought it was funny, there was I think it was in Austin, when I was going through Austin, I tried to pay the toll. They wouldn't even take my money paying the toll. It was funny, they took pictures as you drive through. They would take pictures. And now I'm not sure, I don't know, like I say, I'm not from here, but they take pictures, and I guess right now I'm just taking it for granted they're taking pictures of the license tag, and then they will send you the bill. That's what it says, they'll send you a bill. I don't want nobody to send me a bill. I don't even have a mailing address. So that's why I thought, well, I'm going to pay the toll, and there's no place to pay. They have the tolls, but nobody to take the money. And then they want you to get the tag where it electronically reads your, and so they can automatically just reach in your pocket and take the money out automatically, you know. So for my convenience, you can rob me But don't bother me. Just stick your hand in my pocket, take your money out. This is the way it looks to me. But like I say, maybe I'm missing something in the translation. And like I say, I think what they're doing is they're trying to not only make money off you for the toll for the roads that we paid taxes to make, but also now they're trying to charge you extra for the time that you're going to save. Make everybody wait in line, but there's this. I noticed in Dallas they have a lane in the middle, and it's those people were traveling and everybody else was just waiting in line. So you got lines and lines of cars for miles, and in the center lane they can drive through. I don't know nothing about it, but it would be easy enough for them to, and that was on the interstate, it'd be easy enough for them just to go on and put a toll in the center lane, so then they can charge you extra for saving you time. So I mean, that's easy enough to do. So I don't know where we're going with this. I've heard that they're going to, because the license tags have got chips in them, that they'll be able to bill people on how many miles you drive per year, and then just add that for taxes on what you're going. But I don't know. I really don't know. But what I do know is this is way out of hand. They're taking technology to the point where we are slaves to the technology. That's what it looks like to me. And I don't know where it's going. But I'll tell you, it's very easy here in the United States to control people's movements. And like I say, I'm homeless, I'm running around, so I can see it could be bad. Yeah, Eisenhower developed the divided highway interstate type system, and he did it with the idea of you could make landing strips out of it. And I did find that, now not this time, but one time when I was driving through Mexico, the southern part of Mexico, they did block off one side of the divided highway, and the other side they used for military. They had helicopters landing in there. They had all the tents and you know, the command center and all that stuff was on the other side of the highway. As I say, so the divided highway was set up for military use, and they do use it as military use. Rest areas down in Central America, they'll use for checkpoints. They'll just block it off, so then you have to come through the rest area, and then that's where they go through your vehicle and stuff like that. So I say, so the highway system is set up for their control. That's what it's set up for. And once we allow them to take control of the highways, we're screwed.